When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk, people.
Good evening, welcome to a special edition of the Make We Talk program here on the Make We Talk YouTube channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. The topic this evening: will Desmond Mckenzie call local government election before the ending of February? We have with us political commentator.
No, please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't.
Well, I have my good friend here with me, Garfield Reid.
Please let us say that.
My good friend here, Garfield Reid, with me this evening, and we're gonna dig deeper in it. Garfield, welcome to the program.
Welcome. Thank you, Jeffrey. It's a pleasure to be here.
I see that Jamaica is in high gear for local government election, Garfield.
Well, as I mean, you could see the presentation by the Prime Minister yesterday from the GLP executive meeting at Belmont Road, where he has met with all the wigs of the party and stated that the government, the GLP, because this has nothing to do with government at this time, that the GLP is ready to call the local government election. I'm assuming the next sitting in Parliament, the Right Honourable Desmond Mckenzie may be taking the plunge and calling the local government election, which was constitutionally due a while back, and I guess it has to be called by February the 27th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Don't call me on the day. But I think the democratic process of the people need to be exercised, because from the day of adult suffrage, we should always have the opportunity to do so. But I mean, that's just leaving the remit of the Prime Minister and the local government minister, the Honourable Desmond Mckenzie, Member of Parliament. So let us see. I mean, I have seen where the PMP General Secretary is saying that they are actually leading in 12 of the 14 municipalities. I mean, so, but I have also seen where a member from the Westmoreland, from outer Westmoreland, Little London division,
switch allegiance.
right, is one individual has switched allegiance, and one individual is saying that he's going independent. But we have seen where there is a move afoot in a couple divisions where you have GLP has switched to the PMP. I think you have like three PMP member have switched to the GLP, while one GLP have switched to the PMP. So, you know, I'm saying, I just want to clarify what you have. 3 PMP member have switched to the GLP in the Westmoreland. And of course, you see the most recent popular one with the young lady from the Papine division.
Yeah,
she has now been recommended to be the sitting candidate for the GLP in Papine there. So I move
as councillor, as member of Parliament.
Huh?
As councillor.
Yeah, councillor. No, this is all councillor, local government, municipal. Venetia Phillips. You know.
Yes.
And so I mean, there's a lot going on in the political process. The PMP seems to be confident, while the GLP seems to be confident. So, I mean, this will be an interesting it will be interesting, and it will be something to see and to look to see how the results come back.
Mm-hmm. But
The prime minister decide to call the election.
But Garfield,
Uh-huh.
well, the decision is leave up to Desmond Mckenzie. He's the one supposed to give the date and everything.
Well, the decision is not left up to Desmond Mckenzie. The decision is
leave up to the prime minister. Yes,
and then and in all of due respect to Desmond Mckenzie, he's the local government minister. So the prime minister, by protocol, they allow the local government minister to call the election.
Yeah.
So I mean, but this will set the platform for the opposition leader Mark Golding, because based on and this is my opinion now. I mean, let us be clear, Jeffrey. My opinion is just basically a son of the soil of Jamaica. That based on how this local government work, the results, then it can make or break the opposition leader going into a general election, which is constitutionally due come 2025. So this is the ultimate test now for Marky G, the good boy, as an opposition leader. But let's see. The results are there to come in, and the election has to be called first. But all I would say, may the best candidate win. And we're just looking for a free, clear, and precise numbers, calling, and violence free. We don't need to go back in the 80s to the 70s. We just need people to exercise their right to vote, their democratic right to vote, and the best leader wins. Simple as that.
Garfield, how much do you think the People's National Party will pick up in the local government election? How much do you think they'll pick up?
Well, I mean, we probably talk about in reference to seats, we should probably focus on more on municipals.
All right. Let us. Well, you're correct. Let's ask the question. Like how people have been flip-flopping around in Westmoreland.
Right.
Do you think that the People's National Party will gain more than the Labour Party in Western Westmoreland?
Well,
Westmoreland alone?
There are certain division that I believe that the PMP will pick up, and I believe the PMP will always do in the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation. I think the PMP is more competitive.
Yes.
In that, so I would believe that they will gain more, because I believe the PMP has the opportunity to take back the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation, right? As the leader, and that's where the strength of the PMP lies. I mean,
and what grounds would you say something like that?
I mean, if we look at the projection based on the happenings in the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation, I don't believe Venetia Phillips will retain the seat as the GLP candidate in the Papine division. When you look down in the downtown area, if you are familiar with that corridor, that was always a PMP stronghold. So keep one thing in mind. Remember, this is not the election of 2020 when we only had 27% of the electorate turn out for the general election. Mark you, the local government election was always a low turnout versus a general election.
Yes.
But based on the climate that we are seeing in Jamaica in the political process, I strongly believe that we're going to have more than a 27% turnout for the local government election, because, mark you, both sides are upbeat. They are ready. If you look at the PMP last evening, I actually was having a conversation with a person, and I'm saying to him, but nobody know that the conference at the rally last night. And he said, hold on, well, he would call me Kevin because this is a childhood friend. And he said, Kevin, hold on, man, let me turn on the camera. And to my surprise, the house was full.
In Westmoreland.
In Westmoreland. So I strongly believe, and so forth. I know the PMP is working tooth and nail in Hanover because I actually had lunch with one of the managers in Hanover, and I was told that there's a move afoot, but we can always run remote and talk. But at the end of the day, is who dip their finger in the ink and cast the vote.
Based on what is going on, though, Garfield, do you believe that the Jamaican people will turn out for local government election?
That's what I just said. I strongly believe that the Jamaican today, based on the political process, we will definitely have more than a 27% turnout versus what happened in the general election. No, man, I believe that this local government will have some record numbers because the PMP has no choice but to mobilize their base, to put back the veranda politics back in play, to go back to what they're accustomed to. And frankly speaking, I believe the JLP has used the PMP platform of campaigning.
Yeah.
And they have mastered that well. And it is for the PMP to get that back if they want to see back Garden House and to be the leader of the municipal corporations across Jamaica.
But when you look at what is going on, though, Garfield, I hear somebody saying that PNP gone with Westmoreland.
Well, PNP may gone with
Westmoreland have always been a PNP stronghold for years, though.
Well,
local and national elections.
Correct, because we have always heard that if the PNP take Westmoreland, the PNP will win back power. You understand? But I am not one of that individual, of that person today that believes that days gone past can come back without putting in the work, because people are looking at political leaders for political representation. It's not gone are the days, Jeffrey, where we vote along party lines. People pocket impacts their vote. And when I say people pocket impact their vote, I am talking about people earning ability, people living the social fabric. People are looking at that. They are looking what they want to do for their kids and their grandkids. And frankly speaking, remember, the people who were casting their votes were people that born in the early 2000s today. You know what I mean? So, and they are the one who make up the majority of the electorate to cast the votes. So everybody have to make a good selling of what they need to do for what they want, for what they can't do. Yes or no? Because at the end of the day, the curry goat and the rum drinking thing, now cut it. Not cutting it at all. I mean, you always hear this argument.
But Garfield, you hear the Labour Party saying that at one point, Bobby Montague said that Jamaica's only choice is the slate of the candidates for the Jamaica Labour Party in the local government election. That's the only choice Jamaica has.
Well, Jeffrey, if you were a candidate and a chairman of a political party, you'd have made the same statement. I mean, you think Dayton Campbell is going to say the only choice for the people of Jamaica is the Jamaica Labour Party? No. The baker not going to say bread bad. The baker is going to defend his bread. So I could not blame, I could not rank Bobby Montague to say anything differently. I would have done the same thing, because at the end of the day, the ultimate game is to get to the finish post in front. It doesn't make a difference if you get there by a nose or a whisker or by a ear. The mere fact that you get in front is who finish the race fast, the first.
You know something though, but when you look on Westmoreland, let's stick with Westmoreland for now. The only person I see that flip-flop in Jamaican politics and still remain atop of the Jamaican political elite is Carl Samuda. Do you believe that Vanessa Phillips, she switched from the Labour Party, from the PNP's National Party to the Labour Party, and others? Do you believe that they will maintain their momentum?
Well, that's what I just said it earlier. I don't believe that she will do so.
Not only she alone, but others within the party.
Well, frankly speaking, and I'm going to be honest, I never really did a lot of work into the people them in Westmoreland, the candidates, the JLP, PNP councillors who fit the script, because I mean, like a Vanessa Phillips, you know, I'm going to say this whether or not you want to believe this, yes or no. I believe that she is an honest politician, to be honest.
Yeah.
I believe that when the PNP allow her to leave the political process and their side, I believe that is a negative for the PNP, because she's somebody that have strong ideas, and being a councillor is not the end of the road for her. She's a candidate for a member of parliament. Yeah, but then what we as people must also understand, that many of us who choose to go into the political process, we need not to put ourselves in front of the process.
Yes.
We need to put the process in front of ourselves and ask ourselves the question: am I being selfish in what I'm asking of the people? Am I ready to serve the people? And I believe if we do so, but I don't see she winning the seat as a member of the Jamaica Labour Party, because there is a move afoot in that division. And I believe that because bridges were broken, you know, I believe the PNP will retain that seat in the column for themselves. And then the reason why I said it too, she did say when she switched the floor, she has no intention of representing the Jamaica Labour Party. And I heard Dr.
Hold on. You're saying that Vanessa Phillips said what?
Yeah, Vanessa Phillips did make the statement that by her switching, and this was done in the conference, I believe, at the JLP conference, that at this point, well, she did say at this point she have no interest in representing the Jamaica Labour Party, but I've heard Dr. Chang said that it is recommended that she...
But hold on there. Then if she don't have any intention of representing the Labour Party, why did she go to their conference then and have on their green shirt?
Well, I mean, but Jeffrey, not everybody that have gone to the conference can represent the party in the political process.
But she was on stage and she was hailed by a lot of the Labourites and the hierarchy of the Labour Party.
But Jeffrey, to be frankly speaking and to be fair, there's a lot of people on the stage, but not all of them are political representation. I
agree, but what I am saying, they introduced her as the next candidate for the Papine division, you know.
Oh, they did that?
You know. They did. That? Of course they did. Desmond Mckenzie did that at the conference.
No, can we get some clarification on that?
Desmond Mckenzie did that at the local government at the conference, man. When they introduced
you sure
her,
about that?
I'm starting to be corrected. When they introduced her on stage, if my memory serves me correct, I think that's what they said. Yes. So why is she saying that she don't intention of representing them now?
No, but I mean, it is just cross it out. Let us see. On November 26th, she resigned. Let us do this, Jeffrey.
Yes, because if the question that I'm asking them, if she had no intention of running for the Labour Party, why would Desmond Mckenzie, as chairman of local government, head of local government, introduce her on stage?
I mean, she can. I mean,
no, Garfield, put with all fairness. If a person don't have the intention of representing the Labour Party, why would she go to the conference and why would she introduce at the conference?
Well, she
as somebody who came over from the other side, according to them.
Yeah, but not because she was introduced at the conference that necessarily means she's going to represent the party, Jeffrey.
No, man. No, Garfield. If I leave one section of a party and I go to the other party, and they introduced me at the annual conference of the Labour Party, I have on their green shirt and I giving a speech at their conference.
Right.
It's quite obvious that I have told them I'm going to represent them.
Hold on, Jeffrey. Hold on. I'm trying to do this and I'm getting. Hold on. This thing. And
if my memory serves me correctly, at the conference of the Labour Party, she made a speech and she was introduced as the next candidate for the
she
division.
She did.
She's not gonna run independent. She represents the Labour Party.
She did make a speech. I'm
ready. I'm starting to be corrected of if I'm wrong, then I'm admit that I'm wrong. We're speaking to Garfield Reid, a well-known Jamaican, a son of the soil.
No. Don't tell about one a well-known Jamaican.
A well-known Jamaican, a son of the soil.
No.
Will Desmond Mckenzie call the government election come the ending of February? It is alleged that the Supreme Court, I don't quote me, and this is somebody in the chat saying the Supreme Court gave them the 28th of February. I don't know if it's true.
No, it was constitutionally due that they cannot postpone it beyond that date.
I know. They're joining us. We're speaking about local government election that is constitutionally due in Jamaica come February. And I think the Labour Party, Garfield, based on the swing of local government election, when they call it, and based on the result of the poll,
right?
I think they may end up calling a general election. What do you think?
I mean, I believe if the Jamaica Labour Party does well in the local government, why not call the general election? Because the local government always set the platform for the general election.
Yes.
And I believe if Andrew Holness, and keep in mind, Andrew Holness is no fool politician. I remember when Bruce Golding had to step aside for whatever reason. Portia Simpson Miller, which is somebody that I have the utmost respect for, first and foremost, because she's a woman. First, I'll make that very clear. And I believe in woman leadership, because if Portia Simpson Miller was in full swing, I believe the PMP would have retained power without a doubt. But I remember Portia challenged Andrew to call the election. Andrew called it, and Andrew took the pill, if you can recall.
So in other words, there is no pill to be taken this trip, though.
Well, Andrew, I believe Andrew has graduated, and I remember when Portia Simpson Miller, the esteemed Prime Minister, the Honorable Portia Simpson Miller, was being sworn in on the lawns of Jamaica House, she mentioned to Andrew that Andrew is our political son.
Why don't you address the man as the Honorable Prime Minister?
Well, the Honorable prime minister. Well,
Yeah.
at the time he was
You
opposition.
keep on saying Andrew. Say the honorable prime minister, man.
Well, the honorable prime minister. I mean, we're not having a conversation. There's no disrespect to the prime minister.
I agree with you. Yes, we're having a
Okay.
I don't want nobody to believe I'm taking up anybody, you know, because
No.
people in the chat believe that I'm a Labour Party member or I'm a comrade.
No,
and they have it to say that I am involved in a lot of things in the diaspora. Anyway, let's not go down that road.
Yeah, let's not go down that road. We're here to talk about political events.
Yes. So when you see all of that is going on now, where everything lies in the hands of Desmond Mckenzie to call the local government election.
Right.
You said that Hanover will go to the People's National Party?
Great possibility. Yes, the possibility is yeah, man, because the work is being put in.
Mm-hmm. And Westmoreland is up in the air because Westmoreland is a flop and flip place.
Well, it's going to be, it's about who can turn out. It's the workers of both political parties and who can turn out the people. I mean, as I say, we always hear this argument of vote buying.
So do you expect vote buying in this local government election?
Well, what do I expect? I mean, I believe that both political party buy votes. I'm not going to sit here and spin that. And buying votes don't necessarily mean giving Miss Matty or Johnny $20 or $50 or $1,000. But buying votes by give a place a curry goat. I want to drink.
No, man, it's not curry goat anymore, man. It's KFC.
Well, I don't know. Well, KFC too. You could. Probably.
They upgrade themselves to KFC and Oxtail.
Oh, they did. But I am of the opinion that this argument about buying votes, I don't think this will be front and center in this election because there's a lot at stake. I mean, there are so much to be done in the country and people need to be represented well. And integrity, I think this election will be win and the merit of your integrity, your character. What are you going to bring to the people? How are you going to influence change in your community? Because I think people are more looking at the social fabric of Jamaica versus who have the money or who don't have the money, the haves and the have not. Because it's gone are the days, the people them who influence the elections are people with the money because they were the educated ones, because they were the ones who are able to go to universities. But you see today, a lady who sells in Coronation Market can send his or her child, a man or a woman, to school. And so that money business is no longer play a major role in the community. You have seen where both sides of the fence, you have seen youth, young people from both political parties who have now become member of parliament and councillors. Back in the days, that wasn't the case. Is the man who have the biggest influence in the community, especially as councillors.
And especially if you have a last name as a Reid. Anyway, I have with me.
No. And I will say this to you. Look at this. Look at Jody and Myrie, the daughter of a dancehall superstar, Buju Banton.
Yes.
If it was 20 years ago, she would have been a councillor. Yes. Because of her father status. You see what I'm saying? Or she would have been a member of parliament because of her father's status. And she's not. And she's a caretaker. Yes, you see what I'm saying?
Yes. So, I have joining me this evening a Jamaican who served his country well. A Jamaican who has garnered respect around the globe. A man who stands up for the poorer class of Jamaicans. Dr. Rupert A. Francis, retired captain of the Jamaican Defense Force and Chairman of the Jamaican Diaspora Crime Intervention Prevention Task Force. Dr. Francis, welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you, brother, my friend. How are you doing, Jeffrey? Good. My good friend Christopher. Lord, the man with the voice. What, Chris?
Is it Christopher?
Garfield, sorry, Garfield. Mark, your man. Garfield, you have to contribute to my gases, you know. Gas is not working too well, my friend.
Well, there's a lot of oppositions. The greatest thing about the United States of America, when you have surpassed the age of 62,
yes,
you have Medicare and Medicaid.
You see, I like you, man. Me not like you no more, no. I want to tell everybody to me depend on Medicare, Medicaid. It's all right, good.
Well, anyway, Dr. Francis.
Yes, my friend.
We're here talking about local government election. We're going to switch to the demonstration in a moment.
No. Well, hold on. Jeffrey, I mean, since we are switching gears to the demonstration.
No, I'm not.
Not yet.
I am not.
Okay,
I did not say that to you. I said, okay, we're going to talk about government. We're going to switch gear in a couple of minutes.
All right.
Dr. Francis, your take on the local government election. Jamaica is in high gear for a local government election.
Well, that's wonderful. That's good to know that we're still going to have a local government election. I was the spokesman on local government back in the when was it again? Something in the 1990s under the Labour Party government. If you look behind me, you see a green screen. For those of you who think I'm anything else but what you say I am, but I'm more than a green screen. That's what I want to point out, and that democracy must reign. We must, as Garfield have said, that we must have people, anybody who can become councillors and so on. I had a guy who used to work for me as in a little business I had, and the guy became a councillor. I said, "What? Who?" I said, "Boy, things have changed a lot." And so in that respect, quite clear. We are there as servant leaders. It's not a status quo or anything like that. We have to be there to help our fellow men. And as it comes to local government, it is really an area that needs an upgrade, needs attention. You know what I mean? So therefore, there are people who talk about their local government gurus, but I want to say that, listen to me, man. I don't see the evidence. When you drive through Jamaica, when you go into the parks, when you go all over, just today, as somebody was saying, I mean, look at Heroes Park. It's a shame. Look at how they treat Heroes Park and what have you, right? And certain areas of Kingston, right? And it's time we paid attention and look after our country, you know? And so local government is very vital, very, very important. And so we start to look at it, and you can get, now they're giving the persons who are, what you call them, councillors, more money now to assist them in doing their jobs. And that is so very important, because, you know, without that, they cannot do anything concrete. So I'm asking everybody to just simply take it seriously, serve the people, especially the poor people among us, and let us see a new Jamaica. That's basically my take. I'm
gonna play something here so that you all listen to. Hope I can get it to play what Bobby Montague said.
His only choice. That's our chairman. His only choice. That's our chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party, Robert Montague, has described the party's slate of councillors as the JLP prepares to ramp up its campaign for next month's local government election.
Having received reports from the party's general secretary, treasurer, and other key party functionaries at Sunday's meeting, the Prime Minister reportedly declared that his party is ready to face Mark Golding's PNP. JLP Chairman Robert Montague agrees. He had much praise for the party's area councils in helping to ready the party for the polls. Speaking with Nationwide News, Mr. Montague says there are only 3 divisions yet to have candidates declared.
The party leader's pronouncement is indeed correct, because we have taken the time to go through division by division via our area councils, and I wish to place a record of appreciation to the area councils for the excellent work that they have done filling out the organization. There are about 3 divisions that we did not declare candidates in, because the process for declaring a candidate was not complete, and the 10th mandated that the Standing Committee on Operations Code, once the process is done, they are now empowered to take that decision.
During the meeting, the Prime Minister noted that no other government has done as much for local government as the JLP. In echoing those sentiments, Mr. Montague argued the JLP's councillors have been the most impactful set of local representatives in the country's history.
If I said I agreed, you would say that I'm prejudiced. It is the people in the community who have agreed, because this set of councillors have been more resourced than any other set of councillors in our history. And the set that are belonging to the Jamaica Labour Party have gone out in their communities and indeed have implemented more community projects that will have more impact in the community, more impact on the citizens in the communities than ever before.
Mr. Montague says the JLP's crop of councillors will be Jamaica's best choice as they head to the polls in the next local election.
Dr. Francis,
Yes.
the question I want to ask you this afternoon or tonight. Do you believe that what Bobby Montague said, that the slate of Labour Party members for the council is the best candidates for the country?
Well, honestly, I've not examined the candidates, all the candidates that are vying for elections. But to be quite honest with you, I'll examine them. That's all I can say. But I cannot say who is better or who is best, whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But to be quite honest with you, I'd love to see the best candidates go forward to assist in the local government, I don't know whether it's going to be so or not. All I know is that right now, with how it's poised, I'm not sure it will go at that. The last poll that I saw, I think that it will be a very hard, tough race between the two parties because, you know, and so I'm not really sure what the outcome will be, but I think that both are very level. Both are very level right now, from what I can see. But to be quite honest, the proof of the pudding is in eating. I'm not even looking at who wins so much as who will do the most, be more effective out there in local government. Right now, we can see there are many holes and many potholes, many this, many that going on. And I don't know if more, you know, it's a question of who is. I just want them to put a structure in place that will help the people rather than helping themselves. That's all I would say.
You know,
go ahead, Garfield.
You know, something I want we to bring back to think that we have the United Congress Party that's led by Joseph Patterson. And what I would like to see more in the political process is other parties, not necessarily independent candidates, because when a candidate says he or she is going independent, he or she is aligned to a political party, which is either the PNP or the JLP. But we hear nobody talk about the UDC that is led by Joseph Patterson. And
the UDC?
Yeah, the United Congress is, am I right to the acronym?
But let me ask you a question. Like we go down that road.
Joseph Patterson Party?
Yes, like we go down that road. Hold on, let me ask you a question. Like you go down that road. Does Mr. Patterson have anybody to put up as candidate? Well,
I mean, he has, I believe that if you form a party, you should have people to put forward. But my argument is this.
No, hold on there, Garfield. Hold on a minute. The UIC has been saying that they have so many
and let us clear
ideas. Hold on for me.
I want to make a clarification. The UIC, the United Independent Congress, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. But I think UDC, whatever the case is. But I just want to clarify that.
Yes.
United Independent Congress Party. Okay. Cool.
Right. The UIC has been has been around for a long while. And every time they go to the gentleman and the body from the UIC come on. And you say to them, where are the names of the state of candidates for the next election? They're asking you, why don't you put up yourself? So the question I want to ask you this evening, Are you gonna represent the UIC in the next local government election?
No. Jeffrey, if you notice, it says Garfield Reid, Transamerica Life Insurance Agent.
But hold on there. You are the one. Hold on a minute, man. You are the one who said that the UIC this and the UIC that, and until now, neither Joseph Patterson nor anybody from the UIC has put up any candidates at all to run in local government election.
Huh?
Hold on for me, Dr. Francis.
You're hard on my friend, man. You're hard on my friend.
Yes, man.
You're hard on him.
And my friend too. Answer the question, Garfield. Is Joseph Patterson putting up anybody for the next election? Because he has been campaigning around and asking for donation, you know.
Well, I mean, personally speaking, Joseph Patterson is somebody I know personally. We actually grew up together.
Yes.
We grew up together in Meadowvale.
Hold your thoughts for me, please. Hello, caller. Welcome to Mekwita.
Congrats, Sotovirus. I'm from Jamaica calling.
Yes, sir.
I'm listening to your program, man, and I like what you people are doing on your team.
Yes.
But I am questioning from ever since I am 78 years young. And I can remember in the early days when one of the political parties said follow the money, the plan. The Labour Party said that the only man have plan was God. And education, they mention about education, and say that saltfish and flour is better than education. End of the Monday, move the backside from shilling a ton to 14 shilling. And we have 10 years of independence, and they never moved it until Michael Manley moved it, and they came with the team, turned them back. Because they don't have a philosophy, they either talk about turn them back, high up, gone clear, and a whole lot of things that confuse the Jamaican people.
My good friend, let me ask a question that we have to go because I have these guests to speak to. Let me answer this question. Do you believe that the UIC can take over the two political parties in Jamaica and run Jamaica better?
No, I don't think so. And I believe that the People's National Party is a party with a vision over the years.
Yeah.
They stick to their philosophy.
So what about the
and put people. No, sir, that is no good. Because as I've mentioned, the first thing that they do, they push the mind of the people by saying it's only God no have a plan. And in my early days, there was a plan to assist the small farmer. In my area, there was a pilot project when they started with people tank and assist people with tank and do your farming. They say it's communist, they want to take away them land. I am planning to call you another day because I have something which I don't want to go and hear it with until I get some.
You and I will talk. You have a good night now, all right?
All the best. So I'm continue doing the work and your team. And respect to Mr. Rupert.
Francis.
Mr. Rupert and brother Ratigan.
Brother, okay. Yeah, brother Ratigan and all the other rest.
Yeah, all the other rest. And I'm glad that you people are taking the stand to help Jamaica and Jamaican to move away from this old colonial master, because I am concerned about our justice minister, which said whether it's right or wrong, the speaker word is final.
Yes.
So I believe you have to.
Yes, we'll talk about that. All right, I have to go now. I'm sorry, but I have to go now. You can come back when I open up the lines. All right.
Yes, I will touch base with you. And continue doing the good work for us and my grandchildren and great God. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. It seems as if Garfield Reid having a call from the people of the Vumva on the Vumva.
No. Actually, and it's one thing with Garfield Reid. Garfield Reid is going to be transparent. I just get off the phone with Joseph Patterson's wife.
Yes.
And I'm asking you, do I have your permission to send him the link to join the conversation?
Please do, because I've been trying to get on my program from Wapi Philip.
Okay, good. So I'm going to send him the link so he can join the conversation, and then all these questions can be asked of him, because I'm going to be even frankly speaking to you.
Yes.
While I do so, I mean, this is somebody that we grew up together. His father, Mr. Patterson, used to have a bar. Well, used to have a bar in Gregor Park, and we used to go there to play the video games and all of that. And so this is somebody I know pretty well. We, you know, and I was even, I mean, it's one thing you're going to get from Garfield Reid Jeffrey, is the truth. When he started this party, I had no idea. And it's when a friend of mine from the neighborhood said to me, yo, sis, you know, Joe's son is the president of this new independent party in Jamaica. And that is when I get to understand, and that's when we really reconnected back. Because this is somebody, though, is a well-learned individual. He has great ideas, but he needs an opportunity to literally to trust his ideas onto the diaspora and Jamaicans. He's an accomplished accountant back in Canada. You know? So you got to take him for what he says and judge it and put it to the test of the people. But until we do so, you know, but I'm going to share that invitation to him right now, Jeffrey.
Please do. I don't mind him coming on, because I've been asking him to come on and he refused to come on to my program. I don't know why.
So I just sent it to him.
Yes. And I hope he stay on for a long while with us, because we have things to discuss.
So,
but before we go any further, I have with me once more, and I know he's very tired. I know he's very tired. So I have Dr. Francis. As soon as we finish on the phone here, tell us about the protest that was organized by the diaspora. Tell us some more about the protest.
Why are we going that Jeffrey? We are talking about the local government election.
Hold on, man. Garfield, hold on. Dr. Francis,
yes.
I want him to come on here because he has to go.
No, yeah, I understand. But let us be clear. Let us be clear before Dr. Francis take the podium and take the floor, that you invited me to have a discussion about local government.
Yes.
And in between time is your program, so you are the moderator, so you are the boss. So again, with this protest, I just wanted to tell people, and I want to say that when we talk about the word, when we use the word protest, people tend to believe it's always on one side, it's negative. But a protest can be good. The Jamaica Labour Party can be doing some good in Jamaica. You're protesting to show them right. Go right, Dr. Francis. You're muted, man.
Mute me. Okay. Listen, Garfield. I've known you as a great spin doctor for a long time.
And he's going to spin me around this evening.
No. It's okay. Jeff, don't worry. It's my friend. Listen, when I talk about me, know him talk straight, but he's trying something and it's not going to work. Let's put it that way. Brother, trust me. I love to listen to you, love to talk to you anytime. But this time, we're going to have to just take a little time out of your time, and because there's everything positive about a protest in this particular situation, because we are not lying to anybody. We are bringing certain things to highlight, in there. And for example, there's someone who plans to meet me on a particular program to talk about the protests. And when I heard it, I said, it's a friend of mine. Well, let them come. That's not the issue. The issue is Now that we have brought it to light, everybody knows, everybody should know that the current government is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It has done well in many areas.
Okay,
Of course
good.
it has done well. It has done well. But in other areas, it has failed terribly.
And what are those areas, though? Can you highlight those areas?
You know, you're being the devil's advocate now. I mean, and don't be the devil's advocate.
No,
but anyway, I tell you because you already know. Garfield, please, my platform now is you already know. You already know. And the first one we talked about was, in fact, the crime. Who can deny?
Okay.
That crime is rampant in Jamaica, and they have no way of stopping it unless they go the way that people have been telling them for years.
Which is?
My brother, I cannot go into all the details, but I will tell you, we in the diaspora, especially the Crime Task Force, and many other inside, we got calls to tell, we have offered this to the government and they have not taken it. Okay, they've not taken it. If they had taken it, we wouldn't be having these problems with gangs right now, for example. Okay. Secondly, corruption. It is quite clear that the donor funds are not going in the right direction, right? They are being utilized for other reasons and other sources, right? And we are going to make sure that they're held accountable for that. And some people might say, oh, that's very grandiose of you. How can you? Well, there are ways and there are means. When money is transferred these days, it leaves a paper trail and an electronic trail, which you cannot erase. Okay? When funds are taken from the United States of America, you must declare it. And if you don't, you are culpable. When people are operating in Jamaica on behest of a foreign government, they must also do certain things, certain areas that they must qualify for. We can't go into all the details this evening. But let's also go into the area of promises.
Okay, but Dr. Francis, and a point of order. Before you go into the promises, right? In reference, you have covered like donor funds. When money is taken from the United States, it must be declared. And when people are in an organization, I mean, as I asked on my radio program on Saturday, were these questions posed to the Jamaican government?
What do you mean?
No, in your letter that you have written, did you?
Absolutely. Did you read the letter?
Okay,
Garfield?
fine. So I'm asking you for clarity. So what I'm saying, was these questions answered?
Answered? No, absolutely not. They instead, listen. Will you please listen for a moment?
But one more question, and I'll allow you. But my argument is this. I shouldn't say a question, it's a statement. And I have to be careful because at the end of the day, as you see, I'm wearing the shirt that says Jamaica. It's not green, it's not red or orange, right?
It has more green than red and orange, but it's all right.
It says Jamaica.
I'm only messing with it. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. But so what I'm saying is that though, I sat a while back and I was having a conversation with a Jamaican, a female, and she's a PMP.
Yes.
And I made a comment, and she's a PMP, and she said to me, Garfield, I am a PMP, and you are not going to sit here and talk ill about Jamaica, because Jamaica first, especially in the diaspora. You're not going to do it. And I was actually talking something against the present government.
Yeah.
And when she said that to me, I have come to the realization that she said to me, Garfield, Jamaica first. And I am saying to you tonight, you have organized, you have written, sent a letter to the government of Jamaica. You are saying they have not responded to you. But at the end of the day, we just want to make sure that we protect the reputation of Jamaica.
Let me ask you a question, Garfield.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. They say that we're damaging the brand. If the Prime Minister of Jamaica hasn't declared his declaration, isn't that damaging the brand of Jamaica?
Well, You know,
Yes, sir, no, Garfield.
no, hold on, man. No. These are not straightforward answers, yes or no. If the Prime Minister have an obligation to declare his statutory report, to file it with the Integrity Commission, and they are the watchdog over the purse of Jamaica and the Prime Minister to make sure that government officials are not involved in hanky-panky business. At the end of the day, what I have heard in the media and what the Prime Minister have said, that he has furnished everything that the Integrity Commission has asked for. Now, what I know, the leader of the opposition has done.
Garfield, can I say this to you?
No, Jeffrey asked a question.
Garfield, just a moment, please. Your aim is to take over and talk over this whole program, but he's the moderator. You're not going to do it to me. You can do it to him, but not to me.
No, Dr. Francis.
No. You need your order right now. I am speaking, and I will be speaking for the next.
You the boss. You the boss.
Okay, good. Let's move on. Having said all that, I don't think you are a clone of the PNP, but you certainly sound like one, my friend. I love you to death, but I have to say that. Let me say this to you. We are talking about Jamaica, and you cannot tell me that you love Jamaica more than I.
I think we all Jamaican, we love our country equally.
No. There are some people who love Jamaica more than others. And that is for certain. I am guarantee you the things that they would do, I would not do. The places that I would go and the chance I would take for my country, many would not. Many do not want, wouldn't die for their country. I would. I displayed that as I was growing up, and I paid the price. The point I'm trying to make is this, simply. There are times we have to tell ourselves the truth, even about the places that we love. Okay? And we have to tell our house is in bad order. Okay? We cannot continue to give away our best of our country and hope to have it in the future. We can't give away our land. We can't give away our beaches. Okay? We cannot give away our resources. Okay? We have to preserve it for the future generations. Who else can do reggae? Who else can invent reggae? Who else can invent rum? Who else can run like us? Who else can have this green shores that is paradise? Who else? No one else. So we have a duty to preserve it. This is paradise. So do not tell me when I see it being eroded that I'm wrong, because I know it's not wrong. Don't tell me when others are fattening their own pockets at the behest of the Jamaican people that I'm wrong. Don't tell me when people are sick and they have nowhere to go that I am wrong. Don't tell me that when we have 1/3 of our population is illiterate that I am wrong. Don't tell me when you cannot pay your police and you're returning the money that I am wrong. Do not tell me those things, because if you tell me that, then you're non-Jamaican as far as I'm concerned. And you do not care for the police, you don't care for the teachers, you don't care for the children, you don't care for anybody but yourself. And I know you're not that type of person. So let us make it quite clear. Don't make it out to be me. I wrote a letter, and if the government had any gonads, they would have written to me directly rather than use Mr. Terry Short to make their statement. Yes, Terry Short. He doesn't understand it. I spent more time at this than he has. I am telling you, no, go look at the records. I'm not coming from a position where I'm talking about someone else. I'm talking about what I have done and the people that I know, what we have done for Jamaica. Spent our own money. Okay? He has not. He's not put in the time. Yet he has the gall to come and attack me and say that the people in the global diaspora chain, they have all agreed in nonsense. It is not true. And I know it's not true. So let's go on. Don't come and sell me this, because I have been there and I've done that. I've been at the table. I helped them to formulate the diaspora policy. Yet they come and use a red herring that I use their globe. Use which globe? You tell me. Show me the copyright. Show me. Nobody can. Sue me. Let's see how far that goes. The fact of the matter is, this is Jamaica land we love. And I don't know about anybody else, but I love my country. And I believe you love your country. And I know Jeffrey loves his country. So let me just make it quite clear. We're talking because we can. We're in a free society. And you look at the thousands and thousands, and when you have trolls going on and trying to say about my army record and this, that, and the other, can you imagine? Before I was a poster child. No, I'm not even the bastard child. And remember what him said, no bastard, no there again. Let me make it quite clear. I am happy to be one. Happy. Because guess what? Every child in Jamaica, whether they want to call him any names or not, have the same ability or should have the same ability that I have to rise from the ashes. Like the phoenix. All of us. And I will dare any of them come and tell me, you are going to tell me, you have one ganja, for example. Ganja, which grows literally flower in Jamaica all over the place. And yet, we have a ganja policy now. And all we can do is lock up people who smoke ganja or whatever. I don't listen to that. But at the same time, you go to Canada to buy ganja to sell in our own country. What are you telling me? You're mad as a hell.
Let me ask this question though.
Okay, so let me make it quite clear. I don't smoke ganja, I can't, because I turn fool. But I don't say that because I don't drink, you know what I mean? Free the people, the poorest of the people. Give them an education. Give them a chance. Give their children a chance. Okay, there are people in Jamaica who claim that they love Jamaica, that they don't think about the people. Think about what are you willing to give up for Jamaica? What? You tell me that. And tell me if I'm crazy. Yes, tell me if I'm crazy. Going around threatening people, this foolishness. This is about two camps as Wilmot Perkins, my namesake and my family. My name is Rupert A. Wilmot Francis, named after Rupert Wilmot, who was the first man to beat Abotnut Gallimore in Northeast St. Anne. I have a history. I was watching politics before I was 6-year-old. Knew Michael wanted to be a lawyer, just like Norman Manley. Just wanted to, right? Love busters here.
Let me ask this question.
Take that away from me. The point I'm trying to make is, this is Jamaica, land we love. Still invest in Jamaica all the time. Will do. But I do believe that Jamaica is for Jamaicans, and we invite people in, and we must get the money and the clout to do what we have to do and stop hiding it or whatever you want to do with it. So that's
Garfield, you're gone?
No. My battery is a bit low, so I have to make a switch.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Let me ask this question now, though. When the Jamaica Observer and the Jamaica Gleaner and radio stations in Jamaica that is on the World Wide Web give news or news items that a triple killing or whatever killing is going on in Jamaica, isn't the news damaging the brand? When teachers are leaving left, right, and center, isn't that damaging the brand? When people have, hold on for me. When people of St. Anne, the craft market people of St. Anne, complain about what is going on when tourists come to Jamaica, they don't have any access to the tourists. Isn't that damaging the brand? Is it poor set of Jamaicans who put Jamaica on the map? Isn't that damaging the brand? But yet, they're going to talk about people like me. When I see things in the newspaper and I come on my program with it, I'm damaging the brand. And I must be a damn shame because I'm a Tavares. What my family have to do with it? Jamaica lies in the hands of the Jamaican people. And the American government, the British Embassy and the American Embassy put out a statement that in order for Jamaica to solve its crime problem and its corruption problem, it lies in the hands of the Jamaican people. Now tell me something now. If the British ambassador and the American embassy can put out a statement like that, isn't that damaging the brand because of what they see is going on in the country? Mr. Reid, answer those questions for me, sir. You will bring the brand in this, You're talking about the brand.
No,
And obviously,
no.
hold on. Obviously,
going off the link.
No. Obviously, people are saying that we are damaging the brand. So you came up about a brand, talking about something about the brand, and you was going on that road. So since you want to go down the road, let's go down the road.
But could you allow me to respond?
Go ahead.
First and foremost, when I speak independently of myself, I know that on behalf of any political party or anyone. What I am saying is this: when we take to the platform and we are going to have a conversation and we are going to have a protest or whatever we are doing, we should have our empirical facts. I am not saying Dr. Francis don't have his facts. At no time at all I say that. But what I know from knowing Dr. Francis is that when he speaks from a level of authority that he normally has his stuff together. So what I'm asking of Dr. Francis what the question I ask is that, did you allow the government sufficient time to respond to you? That's what I'm asking. And he said that he asked them and they never responded to him. I went ahead and asked him, Dr. Francis, were you looking for a direct response to the question that was posed? And he said that they never responded to it directly. They sent out a press release and based on that. So I am saying is that, remember, we are Jamaicans. We live outside of Jamaica. We have, they say there's approximately 2.8 million people in Jamaica, and outside of Jamaica, we may have 3 million people. So we have to protect our heritage. We have to protect our brand Jamaica, because at the end of the day, we all want to be Jamaicans. We all want to go back to Jamaica, whether or not we all participate in the running of Jamaica. But when you talk about damaging the brand, yes, there are killings in Jamaica. Yes, there are teachers not getting paid. There are grievance. There are doctors. And you are asking if that is damaging Jamaica. You must also remember, Jeffrey, people who have something to jump on, they are not going to consider talking about the crimes in Jamaica as a damaging of the brand. But the mere fact that somebody from the outside say something, yes, you're going to find the wider society say, yes, you are damaging the brand, or the people in the diaspora are damaging the brand. We in the diaspora, we play a vital role in Jamaica, and that must be respected. But frankly speaking, a lot of times, people like us who live outside of Jamaica, especially in the United States of America, we literally ask certain demands that we place on the government, whether it's PMP or GLP, is not reasonable or it is not feasible, because based on the constitution that governs this country, we all know that we can't participate in certain things in Jamaica, but we really don't want to speak the truth on that. That's all I am saying. That's it.
Hold on there. Hold on for me, Dr. Francis. What he said that we can participate in certain things in Jamaica, like they're talking about elections.
Correct. Like, for example, we as Jamaicans who live in the United States, who claim that we are U.S. citizens, Jeffrey, we pledge an allegiance to Uncle Sam, right? And when we pledge an allegiance to Uncle Sam, there are certain things that we are prohibited to do in Jamaica.
Do you have dual citizenship?
Well, Jeffrey, no. I am not an immigration attorney. I am not going to get into this dual citizenship. But one thing I will tell you, that based on my limited knowledge of the immigration process and the Constitution, that Uncle Sam does not recognize dual citizenship. I may be wrong. I caution on that. If we go to the passport, if we go to our U.S. passport and read it, if we go to our U.S. passport and read that, it is literally saying that you are forsaking every other state and in every other country, and we are pledging allegiance to the United States of America. And what I understand from that, you decide to pledge to that, so you will defend this country Constitution.
You're missing out a part. Listen, you are missing out a part.
Which
We
is the
own
part,
property
Dr.
in Jamaica, so we can
Yeah.
vote in there because we have Jamaican passports. We can
Well,
do that.
again, Dr. Francis, I said to you, I am not an attorney and I am not going to speak like I'm an attorney. I'm a studied individual, but based on my layman experience, knowledge, that based on the pledge that you put your hand up and swear to Uncle Sam, to the flag, that you will forsake all other nationals, all other flag in the world and stick to Uncle Sam.
Okay, let me say this to you. Okay, so we have no standing in Jamaica in some respects.
No, Dr. Francis, you are going into a different
No,
realm.
sir. I'm
No,
just telling
Dr.
you,
Francis,
you're
don't
saying
do
to
that.
us,
You're going into a different realm of what
because
was
of our US
asked.
citizenship.
Jeffrey
We have no
Tavares.
standing. That's what you just said.
Hold on.
Let me
Jeffrey,
inform you.
Hold on. Hold on, Garfield.
Hold on a
Garfield,
second, Jeffrey, please.
hold on, because you talk about the whole voting and so forth. That is why he's going the road about standing.
Well, no, but the standing, no, but again,
No,
Jeffrey.
you see, Garfield, you can't eat your cake and have it. That's what your mama used to say. And I know your daddy, and I'm saying it. So listen to me carefully, young son. You can't eat your cake and have it. The fact of the matter is, we have no standing in Jamaica, and Jamaica should not have any standing by running the Jamaican diaspora. That's my thought on that. Because let me make it quite clear, it is illegal too. So therefore, they need to decide what they want. We should not be. And when people talk about that, I personally am not speaking. I am not speaking for no diaspora. I'm speaking on behalf of my colleagues in the diaspora, which is numerous. Okay, but at the same time, if you want to challenge me, come and challenge me. I have no problem with that. Because let me make it quite clear. What is it again? Many of them, you could never put their resume against mine. Never. Because they have not done the things that I've done for my own country, Jamaica. Okay? Whether in there or out of there. And so the point I'm trying, let's not do this he said, she said. Let me make it quite clear. The question is, I speak Jamaican, I know Jamaican, and I love Jamaican. All my children are Jamaican. Okay? And I would like your children, everybody's children, to have a future in Jamaica. Right now, as it stands, they want to eat the cake and they want to have it. It cannot work. What we need is leadership, good leadership, and that is responsible leadership that is going to recognize our inalienable right to have our navel string cut in Jamaica.
But
okay, so that's what I would like to say. And closing,
Dr. Francis.
Yes.
Garfield was talking about the whole thing of a passport and pledging allegiance to Uncle Sam.
Yes.
All right. You have any comment on what he said?
Yes, because I have no problem having a passport. I'm going to get a global
passport right now.
What?
Let me go get my passport and I'll be right back.
Please do.
Listen to me. Garfield, as I said, it's not he said, she said. I have two passports. I have the Jamaican passport and I have the US passport. And I'm soon going to get a global diaspora entry thing. That's what I'm working on now. What I'm trying to say to you is this, that, Jeffrey, is that people who are doing scapegoating always present these little ideas out there about these things. But they know the absolute truth. The question is, when you ask most of them who are on a platform, would you live in Jamaica now? They tell you no. They would tell you no. Do they have a business in Jamaica? Some of them will tell you no, I don't. Okay? But the fact, is it dangerous? No. Yes, that is not true. Right?
All right.
And is it listen to me. Look on the crime index and you will see how dangerous our country can be. And we don't want it to get even more dangerous. Okay? We drugs and all that is coming through our country. I would like us to believe that it is the diaspora. That's the wickedest lie. I don't care who tell it. It's the wickedest lie I've ever heard in my life. And I hope that when the next they tell that lie, then something happened to them. Honestly. Because you talk about is the diaspora major gun runner. It is not true. And I don't care who I'm vexed and who I'm pleased. I say it is not true. It cannot be true when you have the porous borders and what have you and so on. And you have people in Jamaica who are misusing our resources that is used for crime fighting. I'm not going any further with that one. But the point I'm trying to make is this is it. You know, when you have say your trousers bottom have a hole in it, don't stand up. And that is what is happening in Jamaica today. I love the country, but I can tell the truth because it is the future, the children that is coming are the future, not us, the children.
Dr. Francis.
Yes, my friend.
Somebody just sent me something here from the Jamaica Gleaner.
Yes.
In the first 13 days in Jamaica,
yes,
33 people were murdered.
33 persons.
Is it members of the Jamaican diaspora damaging the brand?
No.
Is it a Wilfred Rattigan and a Jeffrey Tavares? A Rupert Francis? I mean, I don't care who I'm vexed with me tonight, you know, because they dubbed me as a this and I don't care.
Exactly. And you know why Garfield is rocking.
Dr. Francis, hold on a minute, Doc. Quite frankly, I don't give a damn. Let us say something to you tonight.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Hold on, Dr. Francis. When the Gleaner put out in the newspaper, the Jamaica Gleaners all over the globe and the World Wide Web.
Right.
33 Jamaicans were murdered in the first 13 days of 2024, January. Is it that we are the one who is damaging the brand, Mr. Prime Minister?
You know, let me say this to you. I have to, unfortunately, leave this wonderful platform for a while. But let me say this to you. And I know that all of you are fair. I know that Garfield is fair. But Garfield, do not defend the indefensible. It's indefensible.
So
it's about listen to me. I'm not listening. I am not saying you are doing it. I'm saying don't do it. If you are planning to do it.
But what is indefensible? You are
the fact that the truth is an offense, but not a sin. The fact of the matter is that some of these people will go and pray to God and know what they're doing is wrong. And I think that having mentioned God, I think we have walked away from God. And I would like some of those people who say that they're Christians, they've got to church more than me, who own the pulpit, to look into themselves and say, is this black boy from Otres talking the truth or not? And I know the camera makes me look a little bit fairer than I am, but that's all right.
So you're darker than you think you are?
The camera makes me look a little bit fairer, meaning a little like more, yellowish than I am, but I am a black boy from Otres, barefoot one too, and I'm proud of that. And I'd like all barefoot boys. What's her name? Louis Bennett had one. Mary Dryfoot boy. All Dryfoot boys to have an opportunity in this country of ours. And those who are more fortunate, God bless you. Okay, but I'm saying to you, let's walk on and do what we have to do. That's it.
Garfield?
Yes, sir.
You collect your passport. You want to read what the passport says for?
Well, we don't have to read the passport by accepting another country's passport. You have pledged allegiance that you will bear arms and you will forsake all other government. Simple as that. And we must be truthful and be honest. That is what we do. I will ask you this question, Jeffrey and Dr. Francis, that if we are in Jamaica, right, and a civil war break out in Jamaica, what the first thing you do?
Go to the American Embassy.
Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul.
I will rest my case. I will rest my case. All right. And then when you go to the American Embassy, and when Miss Matty and Mr. Masjo show up with him Jamaican passport, who you think them going to take him? All right. So the fact of the matter.
They'll take you in first class because you're American citizen.
Hold on. You see, Dr. Francis said, I should not eat my cake and eat it too. It's the same thing. It's the same thing you're doing. So the mere fact
No, Garfield, listen, Garfield. You know you have missed your calling. You should be obedient. You should be a comedian. Because first of all, you and I cannot quarrel. You and I cannot disagree. You and I, we're always going to come right back around to that's the whole point of this. But at least we're straightforward with each other.
No, I am. I'm being honest with people because you see, I will tell people that there are certain things that of the governing party that I see that goes on well, and there are things that I am not aligned with them, just like the opposition. So we have to be balanced, and people need to be respectful of people. I'm looking at the chat, and people are being disrespectful, but again, everybody have their own opinion to make. So let us not.
Okay, Garfield, could you do me a favor? Could you read one of the disrespectful ones? Let me hear what they have to say.
Well, one of the disrespectful ones. There are. I would have to go back through the threads. Like somebody said, "What is your point, Garfield?" American March protest again. Okay, that's doesn't matter. Black is you are all right. They have a nerve. But they are quite a bit, which I never really choose. Okay. That's an issue. They have a nerve. But they are quite a bit, which I never really choose. Okay. That's an issue. They have a nerve. They are quite a bit, which I never really choose. Okay. That's an issue. They have a nerve. They are quite a bit, which I never really choose. Okay. That's an issue. They have a nerve. They are quite a bit, which I never really choose. Okay. That's an issue. They have a nerve. They are quite a bit, which I never really choose. Okay. That's an issue. They have a nerve. They are quite a bit, which I never really choose. Okay. That's an issue. They have a nerve. They are quite a bit, which I never. Okay. That's an issue.
Okay. We do apologize for that. We do apologize. I don't know what happened there. We do apologize. I hope I can get back Garfield and Dr. Francis to come back on. But it seems like somebody hacked into the system here.
Yeah. Come like you were act.
You decided to just turn up the volume.
Okay, I don't know what happened. Pretty much, Jeffrey, things are gone bad. You sound like you need a Starlink. Bug life.
No, man. My system is okay. But it seems as if somebody hacked into the system a while ago.
Mm-hmm. Jeffrey, them say Reid, you are embellishing.
Debbie said Jeffrey, things gone bad, so like you need Starlink. Okay. I need to call my good friend. We do apologize for that. We do apologize. I don't know what happened there. No, man, there's somebody on the system there in the background. We do apologize. I hope I can get back Garfield and Dr. Francis to come back on. But it seems like somebody hacked into the system here.
Yeah. Come like you were act. Pretty much, Jeffrey, things are gone bad. You sound like you need a Starlink. Bug life.
No, man, my system is okay. Garfield, are you hearing me better?
Yes, I am hearing it loud and clear.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. It seemed like you were at the pause that we want to get you off the air, Jeffrey.
Oh, yes. The training, they're the best, you know. But they can try all they want to try.
Nobody, Jeffrey, nobody trying to get us off. It's just it's the internet highway. Things happen with the best of us. There are programs that we use that sometimes is being it just leaves to show you that the traffic is good and people are commenting and people are browsing and people are making their own opinion. I mean, at the end of the day,
I mean, it is freedom of speech. You don't live in a GG ping Russia, GG ping China, or Vladimir Putin Russia, you know.
I would just
are you hearing me better?
Yes, I am hearing it loud and clear.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. It seemed like you were at the pause that we want to get you off the air, Jeffrey.
Oh, yes. The training, they're the best, you know.
Make we talk, Jeffrey. Make we talk. You know, Leslie, you asked a question about Damian Crawford if they think the PNP party. I strongly believe so. I believe that Damian Crawford is probably one of the strongest candidates in the People's National Party.
Are we just hearing me better?
Yes, I am hearing it loud and clear.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. It seemed like you were at the pause that we want to get you off the air, Jeffrey.
Oh, yes. The training, they're the best, you know. Program tonight. Something is not right. Are you hearing me?
Make we talk, Jeffrey. Make we talk.
Something is not going right because I'm having.
I could hear you now. I don't know. Coming like we're 11 now. Leslie, you asked a question about Damian Crawford if they think the PNP party. I strongly believe so. I believe that Damian Crawford Jeffrey, are you there? You're muted. Unmute your mic.